we're not alone in this universe. We never have been. And that there is ancient archaeology on Mars. And that ancient archaeology is in the Northern Hemisphere, in the region called Cydonia, where there is a huge carved face. NASA's effort, JPL's effort, the CIA's effort to convince the public, no, it's not a carved head. That's an illusion, a trick of light and shadow. That was the formal first explanation by JPL and NASA back in '76, that this photograph that suddenly that would hit the world, my God, there's a huge carved hill on Mars in Cydonia. And then other scientists like Mark Carlotto and DiPietro and there were a group, very, very bright guys. And they start looking at this and they dismissed immediately NASA's explanation that it was a trick of light and shadow. And these guys, I've met all of them, I've interviewed all of them, I have worked with Mark Carlotto, and they know this is real. There is ancient archaeology on Mars. The disconnect between true study, profound research with hard evidence that those guys have done, and how easy it is for counterintelligence to then make a buffer zone between those that are really telling the truth, who really have details, and a lie, a policy of denial. No, it's a trick of light and shadow, and we'll show you why. And they put out into the public what we call it the erasure. It's the erasure photo. It's as if somebody came and ordered and said, you do Photoshop on that hill, and then you send it to the New York Times and the Guardian. And you say, this is what it really looks like. Everybody who has studied anything know that photograph, the erasure, so that there's no features, and it was deliberate. This was 15 years ago or something. It went out around the world to every media. This is what this really looks like. That's counter intel. Has nothing to do with what is really there. And this brings into focus the entire planetary problem that we have. We are living on a concocted Earth. It has been held in a straitjacket by minority forces for at least 5,000 years of what we'll call modern civilization. That 1%, and they might very well be that some of that 1% are not human, that they are from some other planet, and this is a project they've got. And when I think about, and Jim Mars and I used to talk about this, if there's 1% that has been controlling and manipulating the planet genetically, the barter system, every aspect of Earth for at least 5,000 years, what is it that the non-humans want?
Do you want to help support Beyond Forbidden and receive extra content that's not seen anywhere else? By becoming a patron, a few things you will receive are the full-length 90-minute or 120-minute podcast episode. Members will also receive a private link to the video podcast and will only be exclusive to Patreon members. In-person, face-to-face interviews with some of the most well-known, respected researchers. Behind-the-scenes footage of interviews not seen anywhere else. And that's just a few perks. So what do you have to lose? Cut out one brain-rotting, overly processed Happy Meal a month that doesn't do anything beneficial for your mind, body, and spirit, and become a Patreon for just $5.